everybody, John G with Big John's Lawn. See all this stuff back here, man? See all this good stuff? We're going to talk about that today. So hang on. Gotta keep Alan's feet clean. All right, guys, it's important that you keep these clean as well. The stuff that we spray is very corrosive. And these things are pretty expensive, man. My Agri-Fab, it's not as expensive as the Lescos are. But this baby still costs me well over $100. I like it because it's really big, and I can get my whole yard in there, front and back, really, if I want to. I really don't do that because I like to make sure I'm getting out the right amount of product on the front and the back, so I'll do those separately so everything's measured out and calibrated correctly. But it's just very important that you keep your equipment clean. I got to change the oil in this one, be the first oil change. I got to do that this weekend. And then my old mower, man, it didn't take me long mowing all this grass with this little old tiny thing here. My little Troy built 21 incher, man. It just didn't get the job done. I mean, it'd get the job done. It just took forever. But anyway, I've had that thing forever, man. See that right there? See that right there? I've had pressure washers when I had my business. I had them Honda motors on them, man. You can't kill them. As a matter of fact, my brother-in-law has the very first pressure washer that I ever bought when I had my business, and it's had 4 pumps put on it, and it has the Honda motor on it. Anyway, hope y'all enjoy. All right, as well as keeping everything clean, kind of go over these are my favorites that I have, that I work with every week, all the time. So hang on. All right, first and foremost, the Toro Timemaster. I really, other than having that one issue with the belt tensioner control, that's really the only issue I have with this. That, and it doesn't stripe very well without a striping tool on it, but that's okay. I have the one that actually has the electric start on it. My wife had me to do that in case she'd ever wanted to mow the grass. She wouldn't have to pull on it, so that's a very nice feature. I do sharpen my blades about every 7 to 10 mows. The grass will usually tell me when I need to mow because the day after it'll just have that gray or brownish dead grass haze on top of the lawn, and so the lawn will tell you what it needs and what's going on. The Agri-Fab, the only thing I really have with this is probably the size, and it's a little bit cumbersome. I really like it, don't get me wrong. I mean, you can see the opening in it. And I usually, depending on, that's like when I put out that X green today, I was right at about a 2, right at about a 2.5, 2.5. I probably should have ran a 2. It would have slowed it down a little bit. But what I noticed was some of the preels on at 2 were getting hung up when it got down towards the bottom, and I could see what was going through it. But other than that, I keep it washed out. It's not, I really like it. I mean, for the money, it's not a, oh shoot, Lesco, or an Earthway probably, but man, Agri-Fab, I'd buy another one in a heartbeat. I took the guard off of my Echo. And I did that so that I can see my edging. a little better. Let me show you something else what I went to. Look who's on the TV. This is out in my garage, man. It's either Alan, Pete, you know, Ryan's on there, the Ginger, Pessalon Ginger, Paul, Outlaw Paul, Paul's Prime Cuts, you know, all these guys, they're on there, man. And I would just turn it on and let it go while I'm out here in the garage messing around. But Alan just happens to be on right now. This is the trimmer line that I've gone with. I don't know if you can see that, if it's going to focus or not. But I really like this, man. It is the only one, hang on. That is actually the only trimmer line, man, I've tried. That's like the 4th or 5th trimmer line that I've tried now. Watch YouTube videos, whatever. That's the only one that I've found that lasts any kind of time with all the edging that I have. I mean, man, I have a ton of it here. And I even edge, I go around all my trees in the backyard, all around everything where I've edged around all my landscaping. I do all that. I keep all that neat and tight every time I mow. So that's why I went to a gas-powered trimmer over my Milwaukee battery-powered trimmer. Now listen, I love that. In my old house, it was great. But here, I just have so much trimming to do. That one, man, and the head on it. Now this one, let me show you. So with this Echo, man, I love this head. Now I took the guard off. That's the speed feed head. You just line the arrows up, shoot your line through, pull it to even length, and just sit there and just wind it. It's super simple. Now I love my Flowzone. It's a 4-gallon backpack sprayer. It's the M18. The only thing that disappoints me is I've had this thing for a little less than a year, and I've already had to replace the pump in it, but you know, 120, 125 bucks. But I spray all Greene County products through this. I'm talking Humic, Aerate, RGS, Microgreen, Green Effect. I do all my herbicides, pesticides. I do not shoot glyphosate through this. It's just the only herbicides, stuff like tenacity, speed zone, that sort of thing. Fungicides, pesticides. I love it. It's awesome, man. It really makes my job easier. And like I said, the only downfall to this is that I had to replace that battery already, or the pump already. And then my wife sprays all of our trees, bushes, flowers, shrubs, everything. I mean, we've got a ton of. One of these days I'm going to have her to come with me, let her film me and tell me, you know, help me remember what everything we've got, and just give you a tour of that. Now this is an M12 battery powered. You should be able to see it right there. This is the battery. She loves this thing, and man, it has really. She was walking around a little pump up sprayer, one gallon and a half pump up sprayer. And that was just too much. But anyway, those are my main products, man, that I use. That's my main equipment. Now, one thing I want to tell you about the Timemaster. Gas. This baby loves gasolina. Loves gasolina. So that would be another negative, is just how much gas that it uses. But other than that, man, I love it. It's got the personal pace. I drive on it. It's awesome. Some days I just want to lazy mow, and there's other days I want to get it done. Maybe there's a storm coming, like one day last week. Man, I was hammering it down, and it would walk however fast I wanted to walk. So anyway, that's my primary go-tos right there.